Kinesiology 5301, Current Trends and Issues in Sports and Exercise Settings, Week 1. The syllabus. Let's go through it. Here's the course catalog description for the syllabus as it appears online. Please read through it and be familiar with it. The prerequisites for this course are admission to and good standing in appropriate ETBU graduate programs. Student learning outcomes for this course include the production of final projects, papers, and/or presentations that are indicative of course learning in the student's desired occupational setting. Analyze given scenarios, determining the best plan of action or solution, and justifying those decisions using information from the required lectures and readings. Identify, locate, evaluate, and effectively use information, outside sources, as well as terminology, techniques, and processes from the required lectures or readings. Cite sources of legitimate information as needed. Demonstrate professional traits, including, but not limited to, promptness, preparedness, focus upon the tasks at hand, and the use of professional language. The required texts and materials for this class include the American Psychological Association's Publication Manual, 7th edition. This course will also make extensive use of online sources for readings. Microsoft Office 365 Pro Plus is available to you free as an ETBU student and is available from the ETBU website. You're expected to have full access to Microsoft Office 365 Pro Plus for this course. The final project also requires Zoom meeting capability, a YouTube account, and broadband internet for both the Zoom meeting and for uploading your presentation. Additional student expectations for this course include the following. Technological expectations. Students are responsible for any university or course information disseminated through emails, comments within the Canvas gradebook, or Canvas announcements. Your notifications in Canvas should be set to notify me right away for any announcements. Fully read these sources. Students are expected to respond to any questions from those sources within 24 hours, excepting weekends and holidays. As noted earlier, the use of Microsoft Office 365 Pro Plus is required. And students are responsible for ensuring that assignments are uploaded to Canvas in the proper format within the time requirements. Canvas allows students to review assignments after they are submitted, and it is the student's responsibility to make sure that this process was done correctly, such as having issues with files not uploading, files being corrupted, and so on. In the rare event that legitimate Canvas issues are suspected, email the assignment before the deadline for any consideration towards earning credit. Students should closely follow all instructions given for any assignment to receive the maximum grade. This class will require writing. In the age of computers, there is no excuse for papers with extensive grammatical and spelling errors. Please learn to make use of the spell check and grammar check feature in whatever program is being utilized for each assignment. Spelling and grammatical errors will result in percentage deductions. If the word count minimum or maximum on any assignment or question is not met, the result will be an automatic no credit for that assignment or question. In other words, if an assignment calls for a minimum of 400 words or a minimum of 500 words, that minimum must be met or that assignment will result in no credit. Any in-class assignments must be written legibly and completely. This is largely not relevant to this course, but there may be the rare instance where the professor requires something handwritten and scanned. Late work is not acceptable unless in extreme emergency cases as determined by the instructor. An assignment being late will result in the grade of a 0 for that assignment, and it cannot be made up. All assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time on the due date, unless otherwise specified. Given that this is an online course, there's the possibility of the discovery of errors, such as broken hyperlinks. If errors are discovered on assignments, especially online, report them to the instructor immediately with as much detail as can be provided. Bonus percentage may be awarded depending on the nature of the error. When emailing the professor about this course, make sure to use the subject title KINE space 5301. During the first week of the course, an assignment related to the syllabus will be due Monday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. In each of the first 6 weeks, there will be a devotional assignment due on Monday before 11:59 Central Standard Time. The exception to this is during week 1, in which the devotional assignment is actually due on Tuesday night. In each of the first 6 weeks, an assignment specified in the lecture will be due Tuesday before 11:59 Central Standard Time. In other words, you will be required to watch and listen through each week's lecture in order to know that week's assignment. The lone exception to this is that during week 1, the first part of your specified in lecture assignment is due Monday before 11:59 Central Standard Time, and the second part is due Tuesday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. More information about these assignments will be covered later on in this lecture. In each of the first 6 weeks of the course, there will be 2 discussion board initial posts due Thursday before 11:59 Central Standard Time. However, to earn full credit for the discussion board assignments, you will also need to make a required reply for each, which will be specified in the directions for each discussion board, and it will be due Saturday before 11:59 Central Standard Time. In each of the first 5 weeks of the course, there will be an article review assignment due Friday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. These article reviews are to be based upon articles approved during week 1 of the course. In week number 7 of the course, a final project will be due Tuesday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. In week 7 of the course, a final paper will be due Friday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. The final grade will be determined based on the percentages seen in this chart. The grading scale is a traditional A, B, C, D, F scale with thresholds at 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%. Many of you will be interested in potentially working ahead in this course, and that is not only allowed but encouraged. Each assignment in this course is set to unlock once the previous assignment has been completed. While the due dates in the course are firm, there are no extensions unless there is a true emergency as determined by the instructor. Students can work ahead so long as the requirements are completed in the order specified in the course. The instructor anticipates that several of you may take advantage of this opportunity to work ahead, and that is the intended design of the course. Just remember, be quick, but don't hurry. If students anticipate times during the course during which they may be unavailable, such as work responsibilities, family responsibilities, recreation opportunities, or otherwise, or they are otherwise planning to be busy during those times, then those students are free to work ahead to mitigate the busyness. The one exception to this is the required replies for discussion boards. Students working ahead must remember to loop back to make required replies for discussion boards in the time frames that those are available. Assignment 1.S has to do with the syllabus. The exact directions are specified in Canvas. Sign and complete your syllabus signature form and turn it in via scanned PDF document. Assignment 1.1 specified in the lecture is to first email the instructor a list of your top 5 preferred current trends and issues topics for your final project and presentation. Ideally, this would be completed Monday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the first part of your Unit 1 specified in lecture assignment. Remember to use KINE space 5301 space topic as the subject for that email. Select topics that are currently relevant in your sports and exercise related field. This was meant to be varied between student to student. The instructor will then look over your suggested topics and email you back an approved topic. This will depend on other presenters in the term as well as topics used in the recent past. The second part of the specified in lecture assignment is to use the process described in the next several slides to find the full text .pdf files of at least 5 articles on the approved topic. Save them for use on the future article review assignments and email them as attachments to the professor for approval before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday of week 1. This is the second part of the specified in lecture assignment for Unit 1. On this email, remember to use KINE space 5301 space articles as the subject for this email. There is a document posted on Canvas that's titled Step-by-Step Guide to Finding Journal Articles. Please refer to that document to be able to find your journal articles. It is also detailed on this page. Go to the ETBU Libraries webpage, go to Databases A to Z, click the link under Academic Search Complete. Make sure to check the box marked Full Text. Otherwise, you might get article results that do not have the full text of the article, but rather a short summary. You will be required to find articles where there is full text available. Be sure to check the box marked Scholarly Peer-Reviewed Journals. This ensures the academic integrity and validity of the information that you will be using. Check the box marked .pdf full text, which will give you the full text of your article in a PDF file, which can be saved not only for later use, but for part 2 of your email assignment to the instructor this week. Next, go to search and type in your search term. Examples might include dance, rhythmic activity, physical education, coaching a particular sport, some sort of specific athletic training modality, or therapy. Whatever it is that fits your desired sport and exercise occupation, then click search. I recommend that you use this method to look up other professional journal articles on things that you might be interested in, such as specific activities with which you are unfamiliar. To refine your search, use related words or synonyms. Another type of search technique is the use of what's called the Boolean search. For example, if you type in the word teach and put an asterisk behind it. It will not only search for the word teach, but for the word teacher, teachers, teaching, anything where the word teach is a root. Another example might be motive with an asterisk behind it. That will search for the words motive, motives, motivate, motivated, motivation, motivating. Citation of journal articles using proper APA citation style. This will be detailed in greater intensity in your APA 7th edition style guide. However, a brief, easy to follow template appears not only on this slide, but on the article review assignment document posted to Canvas. Note that when completing a full bibliographical citation for a journal article, that the author's last name comes first, and that citation has a hanging indent so that the last name of the lead author juts out from the rest of the citation. Pull up the Kinesiology 5301 article review format. Review it, look over it, and let the instructor know if you have any questions. Article review assignments are due on the Friday of the first 5 weeks of the course before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Always attach not only the Word document that you have completed, but the full text PDF file of the article that you are actually reviewing. Also pull up the document Issues Article Review Example. Go through it section by section. This document is also available on Canvas, and it shows the grading format for this assignment. Also, review the rubric, which is posted to Canvas for this assignment. You should not reuse articles that you've used in previous courses. Doing so will result in a 0 for that assignment and an academic integrity violation report to Academic Affairs. All assignments in this course must be new and fresh for this course. Next, open the discussion board guidelines document from Files in Canvas. Note the word counts for both the initial post and the required reply. Note the requirements to attach your Word document with both. You will attach the Word document of your response as well as copying and pasting the content of your Word document into the submission box. Have opinions, yes, but also have sources of credible information. This is a quick aside about backing up your arguments. You all probably know who is the Incredible Hulk. Let me introduce you to another superhero you should learn to know very well, especially in this course. This is the Credible Hulk. You wouldn't like him when he's angry because he always backs up his rage with facts and documented sources. Here's a super important thing for you to do right now. Part 1 of the lecture assignment for Unit 1. Email your instructor as noted before. Use the subject title KINE space 5301 space topic. Once your topic is approved and you receive an email back from the professor, find at least 5 articles on the approved topic and email the full text .pdf files to the instructor for final approval. On this second email, use the subject KINE space 5301 space articles. First week assignments. The syllabus form is due Monday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Assignment 1.1 specified in lecture. Part 1 is due via email Monday before 11:59 Central Standard Time. Remember, the email subject should be KINE space 5301 space topic. After receiving a reply from the professor, Part 2 is due Tuesday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time via email. The email subject should be KINE space 5301 space articles. Assignment 1.2 devotional is due Tuesday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Discussion boards 1.3 and 1.4 initial posts are due Thursday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Your first article review assignment is due Friday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And any email replies, discussion board required replies, corrections, clarifications, or changes of heart are due on Saturday before 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is often asked, what is this course? What are we going to talk about? And why are we going to talk about it? How and when does the instructor decide what the topics will even be? Is it possible to work ahead? And if so, how? Let's take a trip, a little bit of time travel, way back to the summer of 2020. For the summer 2020 version of this course, the instructor had planned out activities early in the spring 2020 semester, because in the previous years, there had not been many major events in sports and exercise settings. However, in March 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic started, and all sports and exercise settings were in flux, necessitating that the first several planned weeks of the course in the summer session had to be completely scrapped to accommodate this huge event. Then, after 3 weeks covering mostly COVID-19 topics, when the instructor was finally ready to go back to information that had been planned earlier in the year, the murder of George Floyd and the resulting national fallout from that event took precedence. In all, at most, 1 week's worth of planned materials were used that term. Everything else was dictated week to week because of the events that were taking place. There is a 30 for 30 podcast posted online titled March 11, 2020, that talks specifically about some of the sports outcomes that happened on that day. The difficulty in planning this particular course for an online evergreen format is what constitutes current trends and issues is constantly changing. That said, there are certainly categories of topics that are consistently current. In general, these types of topics include professional sports, college sports, youth sports, cheating, gambling, racial topics, gender topics, technology, ethical concerns, power imbalances, international or global issues, sports being used as an opiate of the masses, socioeconomic issues, particularly as it pertains to sport participation, money, whether it be through media rights, advertising, salaries, bribes, sponsorships, revenue, collective bargaining, and more. Or these things in combination, or other things that I've not even mentioned. As much as is possible, the course will attempt to fit within general categories such as these. However, the instructor must still have the flexibility to adapt the assignments, questions, and discussions of the course so that when things do happen, the course can still address suddenly more important current trends and issues. Therefore, do not be surprised if assignments occasionally do not match up exactly with that week's primary lecture topic. Finally, a review of this week's assignments. If you have any questions, email is best. Now, proceed to the next course requirement.